Get it. Get it. Get it. Known for it. Get it. Get it. Known for it.
You need to give me all of your property. There's nothing you can do to stop me. In fact, I'm gonna go get the SWAT team right now that we've militarized to come deal with you. I'll take people's private accounts.
Hacked into it. I paid the price to roll with it. Waste your life and you won't get it. Play out with nowhere to go. Bet it. Makes you feel like a hoe, don't it? Don't it? Known for it. I paid the price to roll with it. Waste your life and you won't get it. Play out with nowhere to go.
That's what the cult don't understand, cause they ain't never been with Christ.
Known for it. Let it eat shit and die as I creep lit off the deep hits with a sick mind on the secrets. I rely upon the freakness.
This is the adventure we have on life. We can do this thing. It's a master builder. We can build people. Celebrate comedy's awesome. You're still great, Joe Rogan.
Bring Christ to your motherfucking core. Bring it to your core, nigga. And that we'll show you, nigga. That shit'll die forever, nigga. That's how we get down, nigga. The temple of motherfucking Christ. You better trust and believe.
Check the sign of vacancy. Extremely selective memory. Known for it. Gotta stay deep.
On my purple, homie.
Take everything at your own floor.
He keep a turban on.
I paid the price to roll with it. Waste your life and you won't get it. Play out with nowhere to go. Bet it. Makes you feel like a hoe, don't it? Don't it? Known for it. I paid the price to roll with it. Waste your life and you won't get it. Play out with nowhere to go. Bet it. Makes you feel like a hoe, don't it? Don't it? Known for it. Known for it.
Corruption is not bad.
About it. Never been without it.
Corruption is only bad if I'm not involved. Parasaves, 200 parasaves called how you do. And that's the way that we rock and we roll. And then that's a lesson. Because he could have killed me from there. He said, no way, I'm a love that guy. He understand where I'm coming from because he's talking to a brother without a brain. That brother has a thought like a lightning bolt.
Every time I get into one, round my finger and we claw. Behave or be slayed, cause I will be damned if mine never the case. Forever no tech, go check the blind. Get it. Game recognized, game is tied. Battle or get banged for life, cause I am.
What role in the Middle East does Israel play in this?
Waste your life and you
Israel was created as the instrument to bring about the battle of Armageddon and the fulfillment of prophecy. A war that will be so terrible, where nuclear weapons will be used, so that the American citizens and the other people in the world will get down on their knees and beg for no more war. What is the answer to that? They're going to be told the only way we can guarantee no more war is if we destroy the sovereignty of nations and we come together as one humanity and one world government.
Right.
I rely upon the freakness. Known for it. Pay the price to roll with it. Waste your life and you won't get it. Play out with nowhere to go. Bet it. Makes you feel like a hoe, don't it? Don't it? Known for it. I paid the price to roll with it. Waste your life and you won't get it. Play out with nowhere to go. Bet it. Makes you feel like a hoe, don't it? Don't it? Get it. Known for it.
All right. People bought 100 of the gold, and they're not actually gold. They're just gold. They just look like gold. They're aluminum. People bought 100 of the limited edition Tucker Carlson not tobacco pouch, nicotine pouch. They're called Alps.
As they should.
Zin cases. They're not Zins, but that's how people know them. $1,000 a piece. 100 of them.
They were 1,000?
1,000 a piece. He sold 100 of them.
Unbelievable.
That's the shit people are buying because that's people's culture nowadays. Your culture is what type of nicotine pouches you do and how that aligns politically. People's culture now is Trader Joe's.
Smash the libs by buying Tucker Carlson's Zin pouches.
Yeah.
Guys, this is how we have to smash the libs. Donate to Donald Trump.
Yeah.
And buy Tucker Carlson's. Yeah, dude, that's that sums it up. Culture is what you buy. It's like Fight Club, how he's telling you you're not your wallet, you're not the
Yeah.
clothes you have. It's like, no, you are. You
Hmm.
have it's all you get to be. But welcome back to Samurai Podcast, listeners. This is another beautiful, beautiful afternoon.
Yeah. Yeah. What
Yeah.
more could you ask for?
I feel like we're both just fucking exhausted,
Yeah.
but
We're back. We made it.
let's get an update on that boat journey. What's going on there?
Who knows? It's down there. The bilge is on, hopefully. It's not sinking.
Okay.
And
What's the bilge?
it's the pump that pumps the water out of the bottom of the boat. If there's any like leaks
Nice.
or anything, it will just gather in the bottom of the boat. Or if you get splash, gather in the bottom of the boat and it'll pump it out. I don't think there's any leaks in it, but
But there could be.
there could be. And I think it's fine. I think it's doing good down there. I was worried I was gonna stress out about it, but I was just stressing out about it because I didn't have any sleep. And the before I was about to leave, the guy told me, he's like, "You better get it hooked up to power. We won't want it sinking." And I was like,
Yeah.
"Fuck!" So I walked like I don't know how I ran for like an hour to go get a power cord because I forgot the one that came with the boat at the other marina, and I got the power cord and I hooked it up and I put a bunch of water in the bottom of the boat to test it, and I think it worked. And then I
Fuck
started doing a
yes.
bunch of OCD shit and, you know,
Just
doing,
overstimulated.
yeah, fuck, I hope I did this right. It doesn't sink. But it's not gonna sink.
Fuck.
It's good. Yeah. Anyway,
Oh yeah, that's
it's down,
good.
it's down there.
So
It's
you got the
doing well.
title?
Yeah. Yeah, I got the
Nice.
title. I got the title for this boat. The
Hell
other
yeah.
boat I don't have the title for. I don't really want to pay to have it checked out to see if it's not stolen. I doubt it's stolen. I don't know why anyone would steal it. And if it is stolen, it hasn't been registered since 2000. So I don't think it's stolen. And I think I'm just going to risk it. I'm going to drive it back to Salmon. And yeah, not get it titled or registered. You know,
Beautiful.
I'll learn I learned my lesson.
Hmm.
You
Good.
gotta, yeah.
Are you're gonna pull a sovereign citizen move?
Yeah, I'm gonna pull a big sovereign citizen move. I'm not trying to be annoying. I'm just doing what I gotta do. Doing what I gotta
Well,
do.
we both know being annoying is the only way to fight the system.
Mm-hmm.
Nah, that's something we were talking about on a phone call earlier. Is people who audit the police?
Yeah.
We'll throw up a little clip of auditing the police, pretty much being a nuisance to the public, stopping traffic, and annoying the fuck out of a person.
Yeah.
This is the only way to fight the system. Have you been seeing the ICE protests?
A little bit.
It's fucking disgraceful.
I think Save Tripoli predicted all this. He said this is gonna be the next move. They're gonna tone down the they gotta pull something new every out of the hat every couple of years to keep get people into the culture war of whatever.
Yeah, the
So
far left.
right, yeah.
I don't know.
And the
Well,
far right, and
and the
just keep
far right.
everybody talking about it. People gotta have something to talk about that's somewhat not the most important thing in the world.
Right.
Um, but yeah, I did see a clip of Sam Tripoli predicting that it was gonna change from all the alphabetic agenda, the
Mm,
the LGBTs. They were gonna
yeah.
change from that to the start having immigrant protests or whatever.
Oh
This
yeah, of
this was
course.
years ago.
Yeah. Well, it started with you have to check in with your person of color friend.
True, true.
That's I don't know. I feel like there's always been this push. Like people who aren't white are every person who isn't white is suffering so much because they
Yeah,
aren't white.
and there's only like certain people who can bypass that. Like probably
Right?
us. Certain people, I think. I think that's you know the whites have had it are really good, and they do need to be sad about it a little bit. Except
Yeah.
for there's certain people who've been through a lot and sort of transcend race. I like
Yeah.
probably like us, Steven
I.e. white.
Seagal.
Yeah, I'm not saying we're white trash. I definitely am a little bit white trash growing up, but like white trash people definitely transcend race in a way that
Yeah, Kenny Powers, people like
yeah,
that.
yeah. Well, people that Kenny Powers represents. I don't know if Kenny Powers is really he plays a really good white trash guy, but I don't know. He's still up there with the elites.
True.
You don't get those HBO deals unless you suck in something.
Oh,
I'm just kidding. I have I don't know. I'm getting off track here. I'm taking this Alpha Brain. I want you guys to know I'm taking this Alpha Brain by On It. If I seem
yeah.
so,
These aren't Anthony's words. Anthony's get to
I'm letting the Alpha Brain do the cast
He's
today.
letting the Alpha Brain talk. Yeah,
You ever seen that movie Leon, the
I have not.
professional? Oh, there's a crazy guy, but every time he takes a pill, he takes it like this. Oh, you gotta bite it. Oh, you gotta bite it. That's how I've been taking this Alpha Brain. But
I'm still on that brain force. I got a little stockpile. They might still make it. I don't know if I'm gonna buy it again. I'm gonna start doing real nootropics like Alps
like Alps by Tucker Carlson.
by Tucker Carlson. Yeah.
Something I noticed, like not really noticed. I've known this forever, but culture is what you buy at the end of the day. And like fucking everything's taken over by a huge parent company nowadays, and it's like if you want to do anything at all, it's going to cost you. But I don't know, but people have to be represented somehow. So they have to buy that Trek bike. They have to buy those magic cards. They have to buy that.
They have to buy brands that represent them as represent their
niche, their
moral character. Do they are at the deep base level? Do they truthfully represent what do people think they do? No, but that's not what matters. And I respect that. When I see a phenomenon like a good political campaign or like Trader Joe's, something like that, I respect it. I go, that's dark magic I don't understand, and you have to have some respect for that.
Do you think like I've kind of noticed this, especially when I went into Barnes and Nobles to buy this super good book that we've never talked about or seen before. Yeah, this is the thumbnail right here. Hold on, let me put yours up. Put it up. There we go. That's beautiful. This is World War II, everybody. We will not be able to do it without these things.
World War III, I think.
Oh, World War IV. Sorry, I forgot.
We're in fifth generation war mode right now.
But
warfare.
I think aesthetics.
You know what we're talking about.
Aesthetics have replaced actual deep like meaning. Especially when I went into Barnes and Nobles to buy this book, it was in the self-transformation section, and all of the books were occult witchcraft, like sigils,
like tarot and shit.
Oh, one was the Weed Witch. It was. Like
I could get into tarot.
I mean,
apparently works for people. Good for them.
Hey, it's been making gypsies money down on Santa Monica Boulevard for years now. So I wouldn't doubt it.
What's wrong with that?
Yeah, nothing. I say we support it.
Yeah.
What's going on? When was the last time you went into a Trader Joe's? I can't remember.
Yesterday. Yesterday, really? I go there all the time.
You have to
walk around,
and you have to get coconut water somewhere.
Yeah, I mean the stuff's. I respect it. I'm not like a member. It's not part of my identity, but I respect it.
You don't have to be a member?
Oh, nobody is a member, but there are people who sort of identify as members. They walk around the store and they go, this place is lit.
This place fucking rocks. Dude,
you see people who work there, I've heard conversations, like, I'm sure not everyone that works there loves it, but some people are like, just such a great day, just so happy to be working at Trader Joe's.
So glorious.
I think they've been like brainwashed. I think it's a little, it's like the Scientology of grocery stores. Like they've done a good job.
If you start, I also see Scientology editors or auditors where they like run and
Yeah.
they're like, don't go in, it's a cult, don't go in, it's a cult. And then like the windows shade and the doors close automatically. Like that's what happens
Mhm.
at Trader Joe's. Or
Yeah.
if you're like, you see someone trying to buy dehydrated bananas for $40, you're like, that's a scam, that's a scam. The doors swing in on you.
Hey, the prices are good. The
Are the
prices are
prices
good.
actually good?
Yeah, the prices are really good. That's why I go there.
I think the
Prices
only
are
thing I've ever had was chocolate covered raisins and raw milk from Trader
mm,
Joe's.
they got everything. They got good prices. I'm not I don't work for them. I'm not an agent or anything. I respect it as a technology.
Excellent.
Yeah.
I
But you
walk
do
into Trader
see
Joe's.
I see guys there that I go,
Excellent.
this is the Trader Joe's agent. There's employees because there's a new store that opened up, so I went to check it out. I went to see what how the culture was developing at a store that hadn't been around for very long.
Yeah.
And it's like that thing we were talking about, the IKEA effect. Like
Oh.
like Trader Joe's doesn't have people like directly involved in like making stuff. You're not a member of the co-op, but it feels like you are. It feels
Mhm.
like one of those type of stores. And the other thing they do is they rotate the snacks through. Like they have different snacks and they have like new things that drop. So it's sort
Hmm.
of like, you know, it's sort of like how Taylor Swift has that fan base because she has little Easter eggs and little things for the Swifties to talk about.
Oh
The
yeah.
Trader Joe's, all like all the, you know, all the bisexuals that go to Trader Joe's and are like, you know, care about health
Yeah. I
and
think we should call the
being
Swifties.
outdoorsy.
Oh yeah, it's like wearing a Patagonia jacket.
Yeah,
It's like
yeah, and it's
you know
like
what I do.
do they really need it? No, but it's like it's part of that's their culture, that's their identity.
Yeah, is
That's a
buying
lot of
things.
what they talk about is going to Trader Joe's, and it gives people something to talk about. Like, oh, did you try this at Trader Joe's? I saw
Yeah.
this new thing at Trader Joe's. Some of my favorite snacks at Trader Joe's, like people have Trader Joe's themed birthday parties. People talk about
Really?
Trader Joe's at work. Oh yeah, but yeah.
So
I it's just it's a interesting. I'm gonna have to like do further contemplation on it and come back and talk about it at another time. But it's interesting.
I'll
Uh,
have to look into that.
there's yeah, kind of unrelated. It is actually this is related. I just I don't have a whole lot of interaction with the people there, but I guess I pulled the car in a little too close, and these two fat lesbians were like, "Oh my God, it's so fucking close." And so I backed up a little bit. But there's just I don't know, there's just people out there that they definitely were lesbians. I know people are gonna say, "How did you know?" I know.
They
Um,
they told me with the way they were.
yeah. Um,
This is Mindhunter. This is True Detective. We know
yeah.
these things. We can look at it and see. Based
Mm-hmm.
on deductive reasoning, there was two studs scraping
Yeah.
that rock.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah, there's just people out there that I don't know, they haven't had like an enough experience points and like ranges of experiences and highs and lows that you know, a big part of their identity is Trader Joe's, and a big part of their day, and a terrible thing that happened to them is me parking a little bit too close.
It was a traumatic experience.
Yeah. Anyway,
I think
I don't know.
Trader
Yeah,
Flo's got into the ground floor of consumerism as a culture, like during the '90s and stuff.
I didn't even know they'd been around that long. Wow.
They've been around since 1967. I just looked it up,
Okay. Wow.
but that gives them enough time to make a chain to where it's like a chain and a subculture or culture within supermarkets. Isn't that fucking terrifying to
Yeah.
hear? Living in a capitalist society, we have a culture amongst the supermarkets and the co-ops. That's beautiful. That's amazing. But
Mm-hmm.
anyways, like I feel like during the '90s was where we started developing like buy this band T-shirt. buy this video game, buy this, like, just buy these things so that you can be a person, buy this Pokemon card. I don't know.
Yeah.
I wasn't alive during the 90s, so I can't say. I probably sound like a dickhead kind of saying that, but looking back, that's really what the 90s is about, is just brands.
Mm,
And now, and okay, so I heard this, someone say this: nostalgia is a form of depression, which I kind of think that's true, because
yeah.
nostalgia is really just reflecting on a time you can't ever have again.
Mm,
So looking towards the past with hope for some reason instead of the future.
yeah, I guess I don't know the exact definition of the word, but I bet that's it.
Well,
Um,
you feel nostalgic, like reminiscing,
I feel
looking
like
back on the past.
yeah, it's good to reminisce over good times and to get that stuff in your brain as what you want. But yeah, you don't want to be looking back as, oh, it's never gonna get better than this. These were the best times.
Or focus, yeah, like focusing on it rather than, trying to make better times.
Right,
Because I
right.
do that sometimes. Like I'll rewatch movies or replay video games from my childhood or whatever
Mm,
to get a feeling. But that's stuff you're never going to get back. You're not going to do it again for the first time. It's literally what crackheads do. It's like you get that first hit of crack, and you're just chasing that first high for the rest of
right,
your life.
right.
But I don't know. Oh yeah, I was talking about the 90s. Like everything about the 90s culture is just buy, buy, buy. I went to this concert. I did this, like, you know what I mean? So, or
Mm,
I tried this food. That's something I noticed too, is junk food from like the 90s and early 2000s is people want to bring it back. It's like that was just chemicals. You know that, right?
yeah,
But another thing is too, I think we should call Taylor Swift fans femcells, not gay. We should just call them femcells.
yeah.
You know what a femcell is?
Not really, but I can guess.
Oh, it's a female incel.
Right, right.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So
I like that. No, that like that fits.
that represents them better, doesn't it?
Yeah, because I don't think anybody's pointed it out that that exists. You know, people make fun of incels. People talk about
Or like,
incels all the time, but nobody talks about um yeah, women that are obsessed with. I don't know. I feel like a lot of Taylor Swift's music is like poor me,
well, it's like
which is what being an incel
obs-
is. Yeah,
obsessed about someone else's relationship
right.
and not yours. Like even just regular basement dwellers do that. They focus on other people's lives. You know what I mean? Like you're
Yeah,
on r/relationship advice posting from your mother's basement.
yeah.
It's time to get a grip.
We're cool and special, but also like poor me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hello, white female. I guess that's something incels do. They say like hello, female. Like they're trying. It's not it's voluntary celibate, but in the worst way.
Yeah,
I think, dude, that's the most baller shit ever, is voluntarily celibate. I guess
could be.
when I was about 13 years old, I went to a church camp and we had yurts. That was some baller shit. You ever been in a yurt?
I have been in a year. It is not. It's nice.
So we were all getting ready for bed. He's telling us some prayers, some life stories, and then he tells us
Hmm.
he's been voluntarily celibate for like 20 years, just out of nowhere, like right before we're about to go to bed. But now that I look back, I was like, that's kind of weird, but okay. Now I look back and I'm like, props to that guy.
Yeah,
That's a tough thing to do, especially in the modern world.
yeah.
I don't know what he was doing to himself, but
That's the question.
that, yeah. Anyways, let's get into some real shit. Did you get
Hmm.
that's, I guess not real shit, but um, what do we got here? Did you get the episode I sent you?
Oh, I didn't.
Oh fuck, it's in Dropbox.
All right, I need to look at Dropbox.
So
I
everyone,
my bad. I don't know how technology works.
it's all good. I More and more I get upset with technology. Everything just sucks.
Yeah,
Like especially if you're
I
just
think it's designed to.
if you're a civilian, everything is just such a fucking slog. Like it's like a you're walking through quicksand trying to figure out how to okay, so this app is going to send me to a website, which is actually the app store. So I'm going to download this, but I can't use Face ID. I actually have to type in my password. Oh, my
Yeah.
password's wrong? And no, it's not. But Apple, for some reason, just doesn't want to tell me that I have to reset my password. It's just going to tell me that it's wrong. Anyways, then after that, I get the app that sends me to another website to use the full app. And then trying to trying to just navigate through a government website is hell. It's like Dante's like point 0.5 circle of hell. If you're like a good person, but like you kicked a dog or something, your hell is you have to spend 500 years trying to navigate through the DMV's website.
Yeah.
Swear to God,
That's
there's
why I stopped. I'm not going to navigate the DMV or the DMV's website. I'm going to navigate out in the streets on a,
yeah.
Father's Day weekend. Maybe people are busy. People don't care. I don't know.
It'd be
I
easier to
don't
get
know.
a fake ID.
Maybe I think I can make it. Yeah, right. Right. Um, wait, what were we talking about? Where was I going to go with that?
Technology's shit.
Technology.
Government shit.
Yeah.
Everything's going to
Um,
hell. How? Okay, another point about that. How do we got robots doing fucking jumping jacks over at Boston Dynamics, and we're talking about face scans at the airport, but I can't get a fucking driver's license renewal to save my ass.
right. A
It's
Venmo was just trying to get me to do Face ID. It's gonna happen. It's all gonna roll out in the next couple years.
yeah,
It's gonna lock down. It's not really gonna lock down. You're gonna feel um like everything's easier. You're gonna be enslaved by convenience. You're gonna
mhm.
live in a Trader Joe's, and you're gonna love it, and you're gonna be happy.
See, right now you
Or
have
you could
everything.
choose the glorious future. You could choose the
Right,
glorious future.
right now we have everything and we hate it.
Hmm.
Pretty soon we'll have nothing and we'll love it.
Yeah, I think a
It's
lot of people will.
it's the ultimate dichotomy of man, of the Western American.
Mm.
And I don't know. It's what hippies have been trying to do since the 60s. Give away, just give away all your belongings, be a Buddhist, have nothing and be happy. So that's what's been pushing the collective consciousness.
Yeah.
Either that or it is just Peter Thiel's gay evil plans.
Yeah, as Chris Neltner said one time, all the people telling you, um, drop the ego, be at peace, all that
Do not want
are broke.
what Galahad Ardennes, money has no real value to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure, bud.
But he may understand money better because of that. Like I kind of do think sometimes, like when I try to force things, and I've just the past couple of years, I've just been in a rush, like trying to make something happen as quickly as possible. It doesn't work out as well. You just have to be confident, kind of relaxed in it. I feel
Yeah.
like the less you need things, the more they come to you
I feel like, yeah, you
for
could
some
pursue.
reason.
It's not that you should abstain from growth, like outside of a spiritual thing or whatever. Like you should still grow, I guess, monetarily, but in a cosmic way.
Hmm.
That's the glorious future right there.
Yeah.
In a benevolent cosmic way,
Yeah. You should try to make some progress, and you should try to use the system to advance yourself in the glorious future, but you should ask some questions about how and why it works the way it does.
right?
And you should look into it a little, and then you should I I think you should a lot of the times you have to take a couple steps back from the norm of what people are doing, and you got to see what the vibes are here.
Yeah.
What's
You gotta
going
go.
on?
Wait a minute.
That's why I'd really like, I had somebody tell me once that I should, you're young. You should start investing. You should talk to a financial advisor. And I'm not going to, but I I don't want to spend the money on a financial advisor, but I would really like to talk to a financial advisor just to know what they have to tell me. I
Mm.
would like to see what are the classes that these people are taking? What information are they getting? What are the courses that, people in finance right now, and I'm sure there's people that go levels and levels deeper. There's people like that aren't just like the financial advisors and hedge fund managers that are most of them. There's people like Ray Dalio who are levels and levels above that. But I do wonder, like, what are most financial advisors going to tell you? What is the kind of curriculum and information that most people in those areas and really all areas are going to get? Um,
Mhm.
and I I don't think they're asking the deep questions of how this works and why it works and why it was set up that way. And I think if you
Right.
start doing that, things could move in a better direction.
Yeah. I think that's a good point, is like what classes they're taking to get to that position. I think we need to take a look on all core curriculum, core curriculum for especially like what the fuck were we doing for 12 years? You know what I
Yeah,
mean? And even then, I was talking to Connor about this. I almost told him he has to get on the cast. He was throwing some good information at me, some good thoughts.
he does got to
Uh
get on the cast.
it's like uh school's crazy, because even if you like, I don't know, even if you're there and they're teaching you this shit that's supposed to be important, nobody's paying attention. People are throwing spitballs and fucking kicking each other in the ass,
Hmm.
ripping each other's pockets off, throwing desks into a pile. It's like, especially nowadays with uh ChatGPT is free. Everybody has ChatGPT.
Yeah.
It's you just ask it anything and it'll tell you everything. So I don't understand why. I don't know. Well, I think I do understand why. It's for social engineering that we have to
Hmm.
just these bullshit ass subjects that we could keep math, we could keep some science, we could keep all the history, maybe change the books that we have to read. I think we should be able to read expedient homemade firearms. That should be a part of the core curriculum.
Yeah.
But just like and the scheduling, every 50 minutes a bell rings and you go here and there and you have 30 minutes for lunch and you have to be here at 7 or 8. Like, it's just prepping you for American society. That's all it is. It's social engineering. But
Yeah.
and then I don't know. It's
I
terrible.
mean,
It's terrible. We're living in a
yeah.
time.
Uh, when you think about um the school systems and who does well in the school systems, it's people who find the loopholes and fill out the definitions and copy the stuff over and memorize the stuff as quickly as they can. It's not it's not set up to program your mind in a way that's like I'm gonna ask deep how and why questions
Mm-hmm.
and I'm gonna really do critical thinking. It's like when we have an economic class and like I'm not the teachers are great, they have good intentions, but it's not set up for you to be like how does the money system actually work?
Yeah.
How can you actually use this? Most of it is
It's terms.
it could yeah, most of its terms. It's like what is this kind of capitalism? Fill out the
Yeah.
definition for this.
Make
That
a
could be
PowerPoint.
useful if you also asked why questions with it a few levels deeper. Um,
Yeah.
but by itself, nobody's going to use that for anything. It's pretty much useless. I would think. Um, and I don't know. I feel like there's just a general like I don't know. I feel like when I was a kid, I actually used to ask questions and be like, "How does gravity work?" You know,
Mm-hmm.
and you just get told like larger objects have special power and they pull other things to it. And you go, I mean, I guess that's science or magic or whatever, and I don't get it. I guess I'm done with those questions. All right. And you go, well, why people. I remember
You
another
got
student
some
telling
gravity
me,
conspiracies?
yeah, I don't believe in it.
Oh, for
I'm more of
real?
a density guy. No, I'm joking. I believe in
Uh,
gravity. I just don't know how it works, and I haven't heard a good explanation of how it works.
fair enough.
And maybe I'm too dumb to understand it, but most of the explanations for how it works, I go, that all right.
Yeah. Maybe in economy they could have told us more about how
Why does it work?
money
Why does
has
it
no
work?
real value. 90%, 97% of the money is actually digital.
Yeah,
It's just selling people's debts at this point. It's like, no.
yeah.
It's like,
I remember another student telling this to me like I was dumb. Like, because there is also a mindset that gets proliferated around of like, here's the answer. Do you know it? Do you not know it? There's no nuance really. There's no maybe I don't know. Maybe we're wrong about everything. But someone being like, well, the money gets printed out and it gets traded around. It goes around in a circle to everybody. I was like, all right, okay. I don't.
uh,
I don't know. It is kind of crazy to me that you go through, like, they definitely don't want you to know some stuff. That you go through the basic economic class, and I would guess it's the same in college, and they don't really tell you how the banking system works.
right. It's like with all the stress of the tests and deadlines and stuff, it just becomes a memorization game
Yeah,
and showing that you could show up to a place on time for 4 years.
yeah.
I don't know. Some our good friend we've talked to him personally, Joey Diaz has said you're pretty much living in high school till your 30s with all
Hmm.
the as far as like your mindset. It's like I'm not going to be 30 for 10 more years.
Yeah.
For 10 years. Like uh that's a another pitfall we could put on the list of terrible things to do to yourself.
Mm.
I saw this thing, I don't know if it's true or not, but I guess brain rot actually creates like dead material in your brain.
Hmm.
It actually rots your brain.
Right.
So it started off as a meme, but people are actually too fried to comprehend anything we're saying nowadays.
Yeah. I mean, I that is kind of all everything is. It's just building up little pathways through everything, and you can do it actively or you can do it passively and just be at the mercy of something else's programming, or you can do it actively and program yourself and the world around you. But if
Right?
you just walk into things with the mindset that's proliferated around nowadays and assume things, it's like Hunter S. Thompson said, like, watch the news, but you gotta watch it actively. You
Yeah.
gotta question it and you gotta yell at the TV.
Obviously,
Yeah,
that remember we talked about, well, obviously, if it's on the news, they have to be telling the truth. Obviously.
obviously. And if they're not, then you watch the other news and you get the truth from you get if you watch Fox and CNN, then you can then you get both the newses and you know what's really going on. You definitely don't get
Yeah.
lied to twice.
The news is definitely just like, here's my representation of news. Terrible shit. Terrible shit. Other people are dying in a different country. Your country is fucked too. And then on the bottom here we have 13 bombed in Yemen explosion, car
Yeah.
bombing. Tiger Woods got another DUI. And then, you got your little bracket on the bottom, Nasdaq is up 3.6%. You don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
The Dow Jones
Here's
is up
here's a bunch of stuff you
2%.
can do nothing about. We're not going to tell you how things actually work and
Yeah.
how you could change anything.
I've heard it been said
Just
before.
memorize the facts, live vicariously through it, talk about it with your friends.
Yeah. No one's ever like, well, I guess it doesn't really end, but no one's ever turned off CNN and was like, that was a really good news. I can't wait to tune in tomorrow morning to watch another great news.
Yeah.
because it's awful. It's always just awful shit. And then in between, you have something about the pumpkin patch and the Macy's Day Parade, and then back to just terrible, terrible, terrible shit happening all around you. But people are caught up in Sam Hyde brought this up, like revenge porn. So
Hmm.
it's like this guy was running out of the convenience store and then he tripped and the cop tackled him. And it's like, this is our America. Like people are just obsessed with criminals or whoever did something wrong in their eyes getting karma. And that's such a terrible mindset to have, I feel like.
Yeah.
Okay, it might sound like I'm trying to defend criminals or people who do things bad, but it's you shouldn't want to observe suffering like that.
Yeah.
And it's not like it adds up to a greater cause or changes the world. It's just no, it's things happen and people have consequences, but you don't have to feel like you're the Taylor Swift effect, like you're or the IKEA effect, like you're involved with it. Like
Mhm.
yeah, this is how we're gonna smash the left.
Yeah. That's really what it is. They have
It's
I don't know
just
if there's a better
it
it,
triggers a part of your brain that's like you have you see those like text to speech like Reddit stories,
mm, mm,
and
mm.
it okay really never
Uh, uh.
dude there's this really
Text to speech Reddit stories?
yeah, and it's like somebody's playing like there's like Minecraft parkour in the background. It's like, am I the asshole because I told my 37 feet F girlfriend that uh blah 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 blah,
Mm-mm.
and it's just like, but usually a lot of stories are like people getting caught, people getting like punished for doing something and shit like that. It's just it triggers a part of your brain where it's like, yeah, the bad person got something bad done to them, and
Yeah.
I don't know, it's a preoccupying space in your brain.
I do think people have to be like put in check once in a while, but also
Not as
I
a
think
form
a
of
lot
entertainment.
yeah, not as a form of entertainment, and I think a lot of people are don't look and see how the effect that's gonna have. You know,
Yeah,
a lot of those people aren't really gonna learn their lesson or like become better
right.
from it. They're just gonna take that out on the rest of the world, and it's just gonna continue from there.
You ever think about the prison system sometimes?
Yeah,
That was just like millions of people just rotting away. Not even just in America, like Cuban prisons, people just getting brutalized and forgotten about.
yeah.
It's like I don't know. At, at some
Then
level, it
everyone
has to
in
be a
the
point of reform. It's not a point of reform at any level anymore. Like county jail is just like a terrifying place.
everyone in the prison just forms gangs and fights each other
Yeah,
instead of trying to do anything productive.
yeah. They form like a
Kind of sounds like the outside world too.
well, communist neighbors listening in.
Oh god.
You guys are terrible. They're outside doing something. Close the window on them.
Stay paranoid, everybody,
I am paranoid.
especially of your neighbors.
The communist, dude. I know. I
I
know it.
saw something about somebody's neighbors on Snapchat. I'm gonna stay.
What?
I'm trying to stay in tune with all the media people watch. I'm starting to follow more pages on Snapchat.
Hmm.
I'm gonna become more active on there. I follow a page called Bad News World that's just bad news. Just clickbait headlines of, different countries getting nukes and stuff.
Right.
That's a Snapchat page you can follow. I'm following different people on Instagram now. I'm following, you know, all the best media personalities, Tim Pool, Charlie Kirk. And once in a while you gotta get in tune and see what's going on with the general public. What are they watching?
I don't know. Is that weird? I just can't have my neighbors listening on me like that. You could probably
No,
hear me downstairs, but
you can't.
they're walking around, looking up in the window and shit. I can't have that happening. I don't
Yeah.
think they're communists. I think they have more Amazon packages at their door than I do.
Mm. Well, that's kind of communist. I think Amazon's communist.
Really?
Yeah, I mean it's basically the government. COVID
Yeah.
happens, everything gets shut down except Amazon.
Right.
They
That's I've
fund
never.
the the government funds them.
It's kind of like the food bank of.
Yeah, it all becomes the same thing. Ends up corrupted. Capitalism, communism, they all could be great systems. It's just, you know, the same type of people come in and they ruin them.
Yeah. After watching that Zeitgeist video, I like technocracy a lot more now.
Yeah,
But makes you think like, yeah, technology really has made our lives a lot better. And
really?
well, at least in the past. Well,
Yeah,
I don't
maybe when
know.
Elon comes in and takes over, it won't be that bad. I was
Not
thinking
like that.
recently, I'm like, what does this lead to? You've seen the
Well, now we have cures for polio and shit and antibiotics.
if you believe in that type of stuff.
What, the cure for polio?
Yeah. If you don't believe that it gave everybody cancer,
At least they didn't have polio. Would you rather have cancer or polio? Leave a comment. I'd rather have cancer.
do your own research, guys. Do
Would
your
you
own
rather have
research.
the Would you rather have the flu or cancer? I'm just kidding. Um,
These are good questions to ask yourself. I just go off the vibes. That's what I do.
I don't think I'll ever get another flu shot
I'm
again.
Billy McCusker everything now.
Flu shots give me a bad vibe.
Yeah,
Like I don't understand it all. It's like you take it, but even if you don't take it, you don't get the flu unless you have like somebody coughing in your mouth.
yeah,
So I'd rather just not. And what about the COVID boosters? Those were a bad vibe. You telling me I got to get
very bad,
boosters?
very bad.
I got to get 9 vaccines?
Yeah, yeah. They changed it. Oh, you
Yeah,
gotta get these ones. You'll be somewhat safe. You gotta
that
get a
was
couple more. You'll be somewhat
that was the
less
OG
safe,
face
but you'll be
scan.
more safe.
It's like if you want to have a good time at the airport, you better have your COVID shots.
All right.
Like you're a stray dog.
And then all you had to do was have enough people not do it, and they didn't start making everybody do it all the time. But
Yeah,
the face scan, everybody does. So I'm losing hope there a little bit, but maybe it'll catch on and it'll go
that's
away.
what
And
that's
then
why
people
the
go, well, the face scan doesn't really matter, and people will do something if it gets bad enough. If the digital security
other people will help us when it's too
state
late.
gets bad enough, yeah, people will rise up. Blah, blah, blah. It might be too late by that time. It
We're
might
gonna
be too late
march
by that time. You gotta kind of do the right thing all the time, and you gotta do something, and you gotta be an active
ahead of the
cell
curve.
in this, yeah. Or you can't just wait for like the the good guys are gonna. There's good people in power. They're gonna come in. They're gonna save us. Or it's or also the people who go, well, God is in control, so we don't have to do anything. It's gonna work out. It's like, no, you're a part of this. You have to be active in it, or
Yeah,
it doesn't work.
yeah. You have to stay up. You have to stay up.
Yeah,
You can't just be. You can't just let things happen to you.
yeah,
I don't know. I don't know how I've physically risen up. I think I've mentally built the wall,
yeah.
but physically I still I don't know. I'm still leaning, still headed toward the suburban internment. I don't know how I feel about it. I don't know if I'd want to have children
It
in this
costs like
current
$40,000 apparently.
costs
You
like a
want to have a
million
If you
dollars.
want to have a kid in a hospital, I'm just talking about having it. 40
Oh
grand.
shit.
40 grand.
Ew. Like
Or you can
minimum.
yeah. I don't know. My girlfriend told me that, and it's probably true. I don't know. My parents had me at home with a midwife and a kiddie pool. Can't be that expensive. There's cheaper ways to do it. People have dolphin births.
What's that? Is there a dolphin present?
Yeah, there's dolphins present. You just go out with the dolphins, and they give out sounds that help you give birth, and you just
What
pop
if
it
a
out into
doll?
the ocean.
What? Aren't dolphins like crazy? They'll like eat a baby.
No, they
I
won't
would
eat a
think.
baby. They're friendly. I mean, hey, hey, they're friendly. They won't eat you. A little
You
bit of
soft
rape
flipper.
sometimes.
Yeah, 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 yeah. That's what they do. They don't eat babies, they rape.
Yeah, but apparently it's a real thing. Dolphin births, guys, look into it. Could be the future. Could be could be the future.
People have tried to communicate with dolphins.
I think people have communicated with dolphins. They've communicated with the.
Yeah.
They've done all sorts of things with dolphins.
There was this one lady, I think
Had
she had sex with a
intimate
dolphin.
relationships with dolphins. Yeah,
Yeah. It's not that bad.
yeah.
Another crazy animal fact. So these people they were raising monkeys from birth to be like human children
Mm.
until they grew up and they started getting into the liquor cabinet and fucking the vacuum. And so
Understandable.
I think that's a good what not an anecdote for having children. It's like you can try as hard as you want to raise them as normal human children, but one day they might sneak in a liquor cabinet and start fucking the vacuum.
True.
Metaphorically.
Hmm.
I don't know. I wouldn't want to have a child of mine left alone with another adult. With like a school or a daycare or something. I don't know what the fuck is going on these
Yeah.
days
True.
with what they say and what they do.
Yeah, that is. I think that is a good scale to put society on, and to put everybody on. Would you leave them alone with a child?
Yeah.
Think of all the people running things. Would you put them alone with a child, or would you rather, um, you know,
But
I'll leave it at that. I'll leave it at that.
that's the plight of man because they convince you.
Yeah.
Give me the kid. It'll be all right.
Yeah.
Um, all right. So here we'll do a lightning round. Barack Obama, leave him with a child.
No.
Hillary Clinton, leave her with a child.
No.
Ronald Reagan.
Probably not.
Nixon?
I trust Nixon. Yeah.
Cheney?
No.
Fair.
I don't think Cheney's a pedophile. I just don't like him. I wouldn't leave. Who knows what effects he would have on the mind of a child. Ah, you know what? Cheney's a tough one. Cheney's a tough one.
I don't think I would.
You know, I don't think I would either.
I just
Why
don't
would
know
I?
him. He's like that one guy, you just don't know him too much. He does nobody's really talk.
Yeah.
Yeah. You only really hear whispers about him.
I mean, like he's evil, but I don't know if he's evil like that. He's like more of like a
Oh, Oliver North.
Oliver Norton. No,
I would leave a child. I think Oliver North because he's evil
he just likes
in the
to.
other way.
Yeah,
He just likes to commit high treason sometimes.
yeah, right.
It's all right.
Try the other end of the aisle. Donald Trump.
Yeah. No, I'm
No.
just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Um. Who else we? I didn't need to start there. That was polarizing, guys.
I was just about
I-
to ask you, our friend DJT.
Um,
Nah.
who everybody knows now, cause we didn't know earlier, cause none of that information was good enough. We had to wait. Everybody had to wait for Elon to tell him to tell us that he's a pedophile.
Okay. Would you leave
Elon,
yours?
Elon.
Yeah. No.
No,
Yeah, because
Elon's children. Would you leave your child at the daycare with Elon's kids?
no, they'd probably cut him up. Probably start stripping his blood vessels out like wires. I don't know what those fucking guys are getting fed, dude. His kids are crazy.
Who
I
else
feel
do we?
like they're
I
like
can't even
mad
think of any
scientists.
other politicians. You had good
JD
ones.
Vance.
JD Vance, no.
Hmm. I don't know enough about him. I just know he gets memed. People love
I
making
don't
fun of
think
his
it.
face.
I mean, it's not really like a real person.
Would you leave your 17-year-old daughter with Matt Gates?
Yeah, my 17-year-old daughter, I trust her.
With Matt Gates?
Yeah, she's gonna do fine. She can kill somebody if she needs to.
Okay. That'd be funny, dude, if like you
I'm gonna
could
trust her to deal with the situation. But
like
if I can, no, I wouldn't. But
if you
I
could
think
to catch a
that
predator,
is
Matt
also
Gates.
part of the solution, is to get everybody to uh not wait for people to solve their problems for them. Everybody should be ready
Right.
to, yeah.
You gotta be ready to kill.
Um, yeah, I don't know. All those people, I think we go with the safe option.
No.
Execute them in the street
Yeah.
before you leave a child with them. That's
French Revolution style.
yeah. Speaking of which, I was. What do you make of? This is the podcast. This is what people want. We were talking about niche subjects like Behold a Pale Horse, and we're gonna go there. But sometimes we have to draw people in by talking about uh the upcoming album Cuck and Trump and Elon's fight. So what do you make of that?
With Cuck, I think it's gonna be a flop. All the songs are gonna be garbage. Um, Kanye's not really even trying at this point because it's so polarizing just to say a couple words that like you don't even really have to try. He hasn't been trying with his art for a long time, so I would just say it's gonna be really boring and not fun to listen to at all. I've already heard some of the songs off of it. It's not good. It's just a big publicity stunt. Kanye is gonna fade into obscurity, and yeah, that's about it on his front. Elon and Trump, I don't think they're doing it on purpose per se. How would I know even?
Yeah,
But what I gain from it is just it's more stupid shit to talk about, I guess. You
right,
got to keep the
right.
meme. There's like a 3 week meme cycle, so you have to get those political memes. Everyone was getting tired of making fun of JD Vance's fat face, and now they're going to talk about Elon and Trump
The,
arguing.
yeah, but it is yeah. A lot of people would say it's fake and all of this, and I would probably I do agree with them, but I go, what is the point of calling the president a pedophile
Yeah,
on such a high level stage?
I'm pretty sure Elon. I'm pretty sure you were on the list too, buddy. I was like,
Yeah,
weren't you there?
yeah.
And
Didn't
it's
your
then the Epstein shit just keeps getting brought up and dragged out.
yeah,
Like
and
like
nothing happens with it.
I hate to be that guy, but who
You're
cares?
never gonna find
If you're
out
just gonna
anything about it.
if you're
And
just
you're
gonna
just
keep
people are just gonna use buzzwords and throw it around, and
yeah,
it's just a distraction at this point. Yes,
like
it's real and it should be uncovered, but we know what's went on with it. We
yeah,
know that he was
and
an
there's nothing we
asset
could
of
do about it.
intelligence, and you move forward with that information as best you can. But yeah, you're not going to get anything more out of it by interacting with whatever
A new
new
Netflix documentary, which
yeah.
yeah, there is a new
There's
Netflix
not going to be
documentary.
there's not going to be any new information there.
No.
They're probably never going to give it to you. Um, yeah. Where was I going with that? Oh, I was speculating. I go, maybe is this the move that somehow, and this was kind of way out there speculation, but I don't think it's likely, but I do think it's interesting concepts to think about, that
Mhm.
revolutions don't usually come from the lower working classes. They're usually portrayed as coming from the lower working classes, but they actually come from the higher classes that want to be even higher up and want to overthrow those people, or or if you want some big shift in the way things operate, um
Mhm.
you at least stage it as here's the lower classes taking over. It's not that at all in reality, but that's what it looks like.
Yeah.
Um,
Well, yeah, like CIA overthrows and
yeah.
combatants being deployed.
So does, you know, this was just speculation. I don't think this is real at all, but this is just a thought I had is, does Elon somehow portray himself as being able to fix all this stuff? Do they overthrow the old power structures? Do they get rid of our DJT? Do they install the Technate?
Yeah.
Um,
I think Elon's kind
and
of a
then
pawn in the Thielverse.
it could, yeah,
He's
yeah,
not him and I think he's realizing him and Trump are on the same level. And that's why he wants to separate himself from him. That's a new theory.
yeah. Well, uh, I was going through all of that just to say that that was kind of unnecessary speculation. There wasn't really that wasn't well put together, and I started to think through all of that, and then I realized they're both Geminis.
Oh yeah.
Arkham's razor, guys. The simplest
Aka.
solution is the correct one. They're both Geminis. That's literally all this is, guys. It's literally all this is.
Yeah. The Dark Knight, Arkham's razor.
Hmm.
Nah. Dude.
So anyway,
Because
we're not gonna
horoscopes
do any further
because
spec.
horoscopes
That's all
do
there is
have
to
real
it.
power. You
Yeah.
know, like you should read your horoscope and you should actually maybe talk to a psychic medium and like do the tarot, do the hand signs, and
Hmm.
you might be able to learn something about yourself that you didn't know. And I'm actually trying to, so I'm actually having a child and we're going to try to induce the birth because the month that is supposed to be is she will be a Gemini. So I just won't really be able to vibe with my child if they're a Gemini. And so I'll just have to live with that as a mother and that'll be my pain, my suffering. I actually heard that was pretty much verbatim what I saw some girl talking about. I'm pretty sure she wasn't joking. She seemed quite serious that she was trying to get induced birth so her kid wouldn't be a Gemini
Damn.
because she wouldn't be
I
able to
mean,
vibe.
there's people that do that at high levels. I think the royal family does that. I think there's a lot of families that do that, and they believe in it. And it works for them, I guess. They've held on to power well. Um,
Yeah,
but I think a lot of people are having C-sections to have children on certain dates so they can be more powerful.
yeah. I don't know.
Um,
I
yeah,
mean, I mean, as that goes back to I think horoscopes are just the aesthetic of Gnostic cosmology. You
I don't
know,
know what that means, but I would probably agree with you.
like Gnosticism was like an early form of Christianity that insists that there is a godhead, a cosmic godhead, and so like it's like it's the basis for a lot of this shit. So like I'd like to think as horoscopes is like really a dumbed down and like an amalgamation of that and other narratives just to be aesthetically pleasing and can represent you in the culture. It could be who you are. Buy now today this $25 book. It could be who you are. You
Hmm.
know, you're a sigil girl. You know what I mean? It's sigil core. It's whatever. But like I don't know. It's 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 whack. It's terrible. I
My
like to
bad.
think
I'm starting to lose my trains of thought.
it's okay. You gotta take more alpha brain.
I know I do. I'm gonna buy some once I'm stabilized.
Yeah, it's pretty good. I haven't really noticed the effects other than any placebo effects, but hey, placebo effect is pretty much as good as the real thing, I
That's an
think.
effect. I
Yeah.
went to a I went to a college lecture, a Psych 101 lecture,
Mhm.
one of my girlfriend's classes, and they showed a chart from like 50 years ago probably that said therapy does work and psych meds do work, but they just work a little bit better than placebos. And then they went through everything else and they gave you a bunch of definitions of everything and showed a bunch of old videos. And yeah, now now you're educated.
Sweet.
I mean I think stuff like that's good, but
I like
again,
I
that's what
like
makes me
Tom.
speculate. A lot of this doesn't go to a deeper level. A lot of this is just now you know how this stuff operates in a general sense. You know the definitions of all these words, and you know what they use psych meds for, and you know who Freud was. Do you know? But they don't tell you how all this stuff started and why.
And they don't tell you
And
Sigmund Freud was like a pedophile.
was he?
He was involved with a couple pedophiles, like known pedophiles.
Ah, it always kind of ends up there.
It all comes back to
All these scientists, intellectual types, it always ends up with explaining why certain things are okay.
I think since homosexuality was considered a deviancy and now is no longer considered a sexual deviancy, like pedophilia will no longer be considered a sexual deviancy because people are going to echo chamber and warp their brains to somehow change the narrative that it should be culturally accepted. These people are hurting. These people are the victims. And so it makes me very fearful. But what you're telling me about the psychology, like, I don't know, these fucking psychology people are all fucked up in the head. It's like I said, like, you gotta be a mad scientist or a sick fuck to be a doctor or like a dentist. Like,
Yeah,
you gotta be kind of psychotic to be a psychologist,
yeah,
or at
yeah.
least,
They just tell you all the stuff he came up with. They don't tell you how much coke he did.
yeah, they
That
don't
was
tell
his
you
other
that
big thing.
Sigmund Freud like murdered like 50 like eels. He was trying to figure out he was in college. Somebody tasked him with like trying to figure out eels, their sex. He couldn't find the
Hmm.
sex organs. And so
Hmm.
he chopped up like 50 eels. He couldn't find their sex organs.
Hmm.
But little did he know they're spontaneous. They're whatever, whenever.
Huh.
So that's I don't know. That's just all I know about Sigmund Freud. I don't know. I'm getting off on a tangent here, but I kind of want to make that point about sexual deviancies and how they
Right.
change throughout the years, what we've
Yeah.
come to accept.
And there's cycles of this. This has all happened before. I do think about that sometimes. All the crazy stuff you see out there, all the oh, they're banning. This is something I've thought about before because I don't really think it'll get to that point. I think there'll be a correction before then. I don't know if it'll be an overcorrection again, like what happened, 100 years ago, because people talk about, oh, the Nazis banned books. You can't ban books. They don't talk about what books they're banning. They're the same kind of books.
Yeah.
And there was a reaction to it, and it might have been a little bit of a overreaction. But there are cycles of these things. I was also thinking about that with people always think that this is some new thing, like I don't know, all the stuff that's happening in the world. Um, the
You
French
can,
president with his wife, that's a man, that's his uncle, and you go,
yeah,
well, it's not the first time. I bet this has happened before. It might just be an end of an empire type of thing. There might just be cycles of history. Nero had a
yeah, yeah.
boy he castrated or whatever and kept as his wife. There's been weird stuff that goes on
Things
amongst the
happen,
elites.
but yeah, it's a sign of the times where
Yeah.
we're at. Yeah. I don't want people to think I'm what's that called? Homophobic.
Mm.
I'm not homophobic. I just don't like I don't like the narrative, like the way the narratives get pushed and everything, and the supposed pride we're supposed to embrace because
Mm.
you can't popularize things like this. You can't popularize incontinence. You can't popularize monkeypox. Like these, I don't know. It's especially towards like when you want to put a book in a school library just because it's polarizing and it's making these people mad, it's like, no, I don't know. There's a cause and effect, but you're not focused on the actual cause and effect. It's like these other things that it affects. Like, oh, we're gonna smash the right, the alt right. They don't want to hear our story. They don't want to know us. And it's like, well, maybe don't focus on them and focus on actually why you're putting this stuff out here.
Yeah, and then there's just kind of like pointless arguing that happens about it. Well, I would say more important things are going on.
Oh, I got a quote.
That's probably not happening in most schools in most places, but
Yeah.
that is a place where a lot of focus is on. And also all the people that are worried about that, um have you been on the internet? Have you been to public school? Have
Yeah.
you seen anal prolapse in second period? Have you seen someone you know, get their brains blown out 7 in the morning? A little
Yeah.
before 8 o'clock, but you know, have
Yeah.
you heard about someone uh getting what's the correct term for getting your penis cut off with kid scissors? Um, you know, there's more terrible things that children will show you at school.
Yeah. The guy pooping out his own ball sack.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, right before you got to go run the mile.
yeah.
Um,
Well,
I totally forgot what I was gonna say.
I probably shouldn't have said that. Now this isn't a family friendly episode, but
Who cares? This isn't for the children.
you guys all went to public school.
The fuck is this, Wu-Tang?
Yeah,
Um, I just came up with a new quote. You will solve nothing and be happy with it.
yeah.
That's the goal.
You'll pick a side to live vicariously through on the news, and you'll be happy with that.
Yeah. Uh, people, people look anywhere but themselves to find something to be. You know,
Yeah,
a like just the thing. I
yeah.
don't
Well
know.
said.
Like you gotta do. Oh, what was the quote? What was the quote? Stop it with the self rejection. Try some introspection. There we go.
Mm, mm.
That's a good Rollins quote. You got to stop. Like people reject things about themselves and try to be something different. Maybe is that why? Does that tie into the consumer culture? Do you think of like or maybe less about the consumer culture, but other cultures? It's like I don't want to be this person. I don't want to be white privileged male. I want to be gay, uh, fucking transgender, whatever the fuck. I want to be marginalized.
Yeah, it's well, and then there's something for everyone, and there's something. It's like that classic Carlin bit. I'm too. I don't know. I haven't had enough alpha brain to convey these topics well, but uh, you know, the there's gonna be stuff for you to consume if you're anti-consumption. There's gonna be if you are anti-big pharma, there's gonna be a big pharma to sell you stuff too. There's gonna be anti-big pharma. There's gonna be there's gonna be they're gonna figure out how to sell you something even if
Well, yeah,
you're gonna be
I figured it
that
out.
yeah.
It's like
Yeah.
the like tweeting about socialism on your MacBook at Starbucks. That's
Right.
exactly what it is. Like trying to reject what you are
It's
instead of
finding the brands that make me feel like a good
mm,
person.
yeah.
Are they built on anything good? No, not really,
Well, even
but
then, it's portraying this person, it's portraying this type of person, this persona, while simultaneously like rejecting who you actually are, which is, on a MacBook in Starbucks.
yeah.
So try some introspection and actually change. If you really believe that, actually change who you are.
Yeah.
But
True. True.
bam, bam, hot knowledge. I don't know why I'm so fired up, but I like it.
Good. Good.
Some other gripes I got is if you're from California, if you're from Utah, you have a vehicle registered in those states, just stay home. Idaho sucks, dude. Don't even come.
Mhm.
I don't understand how you could go from 4 lane traffic going blasting 90, but yet you want to come here and do 79 in the left lane. Like a fucking like a bad driver.
Is that too fast? Too slow?
79 in the left lane, that's the passing lane, bud.
Yeah.
You can't be going the speed limit's 80. You're going fucking 79,
You're
83
right. Right. It is.
in the passing lane. It's like, look, bud, we all want to get past this semi. Let's hurry up. Let's hurry the fuck up about it.
Hmm.
And then it ends up is like this guy, he wants to slow the fuck down. And I got the semi on my right. I got the fucking bump strip on my left. It's like, I don't want to sit here. It's stressing me out. But I don't know. Or somebody wants to fucking cut up in the traffic. You don't got to cut up in the traffic like that. Everyone who isn't me drives like shit. No, I'm just
Yeah.
kidding. I'm just kidding. I don't.
There's, there's, they are just slugs. They just
Yeah,
no one knows, no one understands the culture at this level of us. No one,
yeah. I just become
every
extremely.
everyone is just dumb slime.
Everyone
No
is an
one,
insect. They're
no one,
bugs.
yeah, no one understands how things actually work in
Yeah.
the system, in the guys running it, in the elites. No one knows about the things that we know, like that we
Yeah.
know about it, and how we understand it,
No one,
and how
no,
we're gonna deal with it.
no one understood the Sopranos like me.
No one.
It's nah, nah. We don't. That was a joke. Come on, guys. We don't actually think that. I think a lot of people are unwilling to understand. But hey, oh, this will for the intro for this song for the intro for this bit. We got the song in there, Steely Dan, Two Against Nature. But
Hmm.
that's what that song is about. Is also I didn't know they say the word grok. That's the name of the Twitter AI. I put that together. Grok means
Ah,
to intuitively understand.
okay.
So there's a little bit. That's I don't know, but that's
Grok,
what.
is that real?
Yeah, yeah. But yeah. Are you gonna become a robo theist?
I don't know. I was looking at it. I haven't read through it all. I'm gonna have to ask ChatGPT. I don't know. Was that some? I just didn't understand. Is that something people came up with, or is that something the robots are telling us to believe, and they're grading everybody else is religion and being like this is bullshit. We're the only real ones, because that's what everybody else does too. Robots.
Uh, I'm pretty sure a person wrote it,
Yeah.
or well, they probably used AI to write it. But I see a lot of clips and reels and shit about whatever the fuck. Yeah, robotheism. Like people are, I don't know. But again, I'm seeing more AI influencers. Like people are talking
Mm,
about AI influencers are doing better than real influencers. It's just getting harder to tell. It's like we're cooked. We're cooked at this point.
yeah.
Like you will know nothing and be happy because AI is just going to take over.
Right.
Like I don't know. AI is not going to
Yeah.
take over like in a totalitarian military way. It's just going to be
It's
pure
gonna make
social.
everything easier. You're gonna like it.
AI is a silent weapon
Mm-hmm.
for this quiet
Right.
war. Damn. But
Yeah.
you can't.
That is it. Um, I one thing I wanted to cover as to where I see things going that I didn't. finish covering because I realized that probably the answer is that they're both Geminis, and that explains most of this. But are all these interfaces, all these uh ways that we transact and getting things registered, trying to
Yeah.
get they tried to get everybody to do this shared work thing when they started reducing people's hours, starting to try to get us to all sign up and register on there, even though most of us weren't even eligible for the program. It's a
Right.
government website. Hardest website to use. It's so confusing. It's like it's purposefully bad.
Mm-hmm.
And I kind of gotta wonder, maybe it's not purposely bad, but there is room, and maybe it's been engineered that way. Problem, reaction, solution. So all of a sudden, when the X app says, "Hey, we have payments now, and you can do all your work stuff and everything on here. All you have to do is give us your biometrics or whatever, and
Exactly.
you're gonna sign up for that, and that's how this all happens."
That's why the face scan is so easy for people to want to do is because the airport is blasting electromagnetic pulses into your brain. You want to get out of there as fast as you can. So it's like
Yeah,
so it's like the government website is blasting annoying ass signals into your brain. And you
right.
just want to get off of it as fast as you can. Well, just give us your biometric data. We'll get you out of here in 2 seconds. It could just be that easy if you give
Yeah,
up your soul.
yeah.
Do you think people's souls are going to be able to be quantified like through technology?
Yeah, probably.
We're going to have like
And they'll
mana,
sl-
like
they'll
soul
slowly
energy.
they'll slowly engineer us if they can, because it doesn't seem that bad. People go, "Oh, that's not a big deal." And slowly, 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 more conveniently, people aren't making any decisions. They're not really. All of a sudden, we've been engineered into,
Sheep.
yeah, well, at least sheep are like a living organism. Yeah,
Uh,
yeah, basically, that can make some decisions and stuff. But all of a sudden, you've turned, you know, the collective consciousness totally off. You've turned everything into a unthinking machine. You've engineered people down, and you've cut off any, if you believe in that, you've cut off any connection they have to some higher power because they've been totally, they have a chip
mind
in them,
wiped.
and their genetics are changed, and they've been engineered to, because this is what's been happening slowly for the past who knows how long, but it's just not, it's going to be a exponential curve, I think,
Yeah.
from not us building systems that fit us and serve us, but and changing the systems to fit us, but changing us to fit into a system.
Bam, that's it. That's hard.
And
Bars.
I
Swag.
think it's going to happen, swag, very quickly in the next couple of years.
Mm. To add on to that, I would say Elon, at the very least, and Thiel, even though he's more in the background, are accelerationists. They want to accelerate into the. It's
The singularity.
I think it's called like exo accelerations or whatever techno accelerationist. They want to accelerate into the pod, but it's better to think of the pod as not a literal matrix pod, but a socially engineered pod. That's the way to think. I think that's it right there. It's a socially engineered pod, which we've kind of talked about this with the suburban internment, but it goes past that. The suburban internment is actually the old gods. It's the old age. It was what they got our parents with. Now
Right.
it's purely technological and within the new order, the new technological order.
Yeah.
I I would be okay with the autistic utopia, the technocracy utopia.
Right.
At
If it
this,
operated as it was sold,
which yeah, which would never happen
probably unlikely. Yeah.
because this is the reality of it. It will be sold. It's going to be sold that way, but the reality is what we're actually facing.
I honestly think like maybe did I already say this? Yeah, I think most of these systems would work well if I don't know, like I like yeah, capitalism would work well if it was actually capitalism and not
Yeah.
just what's being sold to you as capitalism.
Hmm.
If it was like, hey, we all use real money and
Yeah.
we're
And
not
then
just operating on uh dark magic or what however this thing is still running.
yeah. And what I saw in the Zeitgeist videos, the competition's still going to be there though, and monopolies will form. And I think monopoly has created that kind of culture of like selling you the idea of capitalism.
Yeah.
But kind of off topic, but uh, that was also the start of consumerism as culture or capitalism as your culture. Like you have to buy these things to be the American family or
Hmm.
something like that, or like I don't know.
Yeah.
Hmm, what do we got? Anyways, let's read our ads real quick. No, I'm just kidding. We don't get ads.
I'd like to thank if you get ads, you're part of it,
Right.
apparently. If you get ads, you can be tied into the web and you're probably controlled opposition.
Right.
No, I'm joking. There was a guy on Tinfoil Hat that was basically saying that recently.
I need to watch some tinfoil hat. There's all these things I need to watch and know that I do not
Yeah,
know.
actually, you probably don't. We'd probably be better off just reading
Right.
and focusing on how to actually do things and change things.
Yeah.
Or else you got too much going on up there and you're running out of things to say. I know I had some things to say just a second ago. Now I don't know.
uh,
How do we end this off? What did I have? I know I had some good. I had something to say.
should we get an excerpt out of Secret Weapons real quick?
I think that's what we need to do. Oh, I would like to say this. I think what we need to do first, I need to finish the documentary Zeitgeist. But if we pull up what Zeitgeist means, which is Zeitgeist
There's got
definition,
to be something about invisibility.
the defining spirit or mood of a particular period of history as shown by the ideas and beliefs of the time. So, what they
Swag.
basically talk about in the documentary is that this is my interpretation. You cannot separate anything from its environment. You are a part of your environment, you're affecting your environment, and your environment is a part of you that's affecting you. It's all part of like one system.
Mm,
But if you can change the zeitgeist, if you can entirely change it, um, and change how things operate in a base way and change um how people think and change like the reasons for why people do what they do and how if you let me think how do I I'm gonna there's gonna be some editing to do here.
yeah,
If
you're
you
good. You're
can if
good.
you can change
The
the
nature or like
yeah
the
if
synthesis.
yeah if you can change the way things operate by changing the way people
Operate.
think is the reason that things work the way they do.
Oh,
I might just have to cut that all out. But uh
Yeah, my bad. I was saying some nonsense.
Right now, the zeitgeist of getting you to buy stuff, getting of that being people's culture, of Trader Joe's being people's culture, of you know people's jobs being their culture, of going in to fucking Verizon to buy a phone charger and have a guy wearing a gold chain trying to be a cool salesman and sell me some shit. Everybody's trying to be a cool salesman. You work at a fucking car rental shop. People just want a car to get to a place. You don't need to you don't need to be cool and try to sell them leather seats, you know? But it's not really those people's fault. Like that's how things are set up. That's how people that's people's identity. That's how they're trying to be a part of a community and a system. And I personally, I think there's a way better use of people's potential than that. But I think you have
Yeah,
to change the systems that they live in down to the base level.
right. Dang. You gotta like let him out of, not only let him out of the cage, but like you gotta break him into a new order.
Yeah, right.
But
You
that
got to
that
get
was
them
that
to
was the
and
evil way to say it.
ri- that's the way to say it. Um, because that's really the only way to do it. But ideally, if you want the system to sustain itself and you don't want these cancers to form in the body of this thing that we exist in, you have to break people out of it and then you have to get them to start programming themselves.
Yeah.
Or
Like
else or
invest in
else
their own system.
right, or else another system forms and takes control of them, of those complacent people. So you have to get people to not be complacent. Because there are good people out there, but most of them are complacent. And most of the people that end up running things are super predators.
Swag.
People don't realize that.
Swag. That was
Anyway,
pretty good.
yeah, we'll do some
Nice.
editing there. We'll go in with a little excerpt from Behold a
Yeah,
Pale Horse.
right on. This is from Secret Weapons. Consent, the primary victory. Silent weapon system operates upon data obtained from a docile public by legal but not always lawful force. Much information is made available to silent weapons systems programmers through their Internal Revenue Service. See studies in the structure of American economy for an IRS source list. This information consists of enforced delivery of well-organized data contained in federal and state tax forms collected, assembled, and submitted by slave labor provided by taxpayers and employers. So, the IRS is is a system, but anyways,
And it may not be lawful, it may not be legal. I may not really know the difference between the two. Pay your taxes, guys, because they shot William Cooper.
exactly. That's why this is the most important part of the document.
I mean, we do have to fight back whatever way you can, but sometimes you have to play the long game, and you have to pay your taxes, and you have to try to not give them a reason to shoot you. Which
Taxes
is
is
why I will say that I was joking. I was literally joking about maybe we should execute a lot of politicians in the street for being pedophiles. I was joking.
for legal
I was
reasons.
make
That was a
I was
joke.
and for lawful reasons. And for just reasons of general morality that nothing has been proven, and I don't think we really even need to try to prove anything. Do we need to try to prove anything? Should there maybe be riots about that too? Should there maybe be or or is everything going on probably more important than that. Everything that's being talked about right now are all those astroturfed riots. Those are probably more important, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
Anyway, this is
the
comedy podcast, guys. We're
this is
not.
yeah, this
We're,
is
we're
PC fun,
yeah.
Christian server, family content.
I do
And
wonder though. I was just thinking, and I was going, is this some sort of like humiliation for us to be like, hey, we told you basically, if you guys want to look into it, everybody who runs everything is evil, and they've committed acts that usually throughout history would probably have led to, uh, you know, serious consequences, and you're not going to do anything about it because you're too distracted.
that's our humiliation ritual.
Yeah, maybe. Are they seeing how far they can get the public to accept things about their rulers?
The way I see it is I'm like screaming down a dark concrete tunnel, hoping somebody would just be like, hey, yeah, I agree with that. And they start screaming too.
Yeah,
But what we're screaming is the truth. I don't know. I don't know. I'm not humiliated by this at all. Maybe I am because I closed the window on my neighbors walked by.
right. I'm not humiliated either. I'm talking about the disgusting public here.
Oh yeah, it's there.
Really.
Uh, I mean, there is something they could do about it,
Yeah,
but I think if they hear it and change their mind about it, then yeah. And if people who recognize that hear it, then they'll
yeah.
know that there's somebody there with them. Maybe
Anyway,
because
I
because
don't.
we're not schizo and we're not alt right and we're not too niche to where we have to not have an audience or be crazy or anything.
Yeah. So
So
I don't know what I was going on about there. I was just saying I was
how
joking.
dare you?
I was
How
joking.
how dare you?
I was joking. I went a little too far there.
I'm just kidding.
When they data mine this, when the AI goes through this, as I'm
I
sure they
don't
are right now.
I don't think I should pay my taxes
You shouldn't, but
because the IRS is like that's the ultimate
kind of yeah.
given into the system. That's
Yeah.
the ultimate system. It's the IRS. Nobody fucks with the IRS, dude.
Yeah. Yeah, I think morally
William
you
Cooper
probably
did.
shouldn't, but
William Cooper fucked with the IRS.
maybe I'm being lame here, but I think you got to play the long game.
Yeah, he just got paying for now. You fuck up your credit. That's a good idea. Why does everyone want to lease a car, dude? Fuck
I
up
don't
your
know.
credit. Fuck up your credit. Don't lease stuff. Fuck up your credit. Just don't pay anything. Get because at least for credit cards, just fuck that up. Just don't even care. It'll
Hmm.
be okay.
All right. I'm thinking about it. I was thinking about trying to get good credit and leverage that eventually, but I could also get bad credit and I could use that to my advantage.
Let's do let's do a sick motivation minute here. Eight six
All
eight
right.
six. So sick
I'm ready. You
motivation
guys can
minute.
tell I've been motivated.
All dude. I'm always motivated. Get up in the morning, I hear the birds chirping, I just want to jump out of fucking bed because it's like I don't know. You can't just sit around. It's fucking
Yeah.
crazy. I'm just
Yeah.
kidding. I feel like every time I try to be too motivational, I just jump out the gate and then I just fall flat. But that should be an aspect you take into life. You can't just jump out of the gate. You're gonna flop. All right. You gotta play the long game, like Rowan said. You gotta seek it out. You gotta
Hmm.
peek around the bushes, figure out what's going on, and then you could really,
You
you
got to
know,
zoom out.
you
You got to
gotta
see.
you gotta grok the shape of things to go. You gotta understand intuitively the nature of what's going on, and then you gotta be against it because it is fucked up. If you don't feel that way, I guess hopefully we can change your mind somehow
Yeah.
because it's things are comfortable, but when has being comfortable ever gotten you somewhere good?
Yeah.
You
It
know,
might be uncomfortable now, but you'll look back on it and you'll say, well, I got through that. Maybe I could have, as I often do, I say, well, yeah, that was hard. This was hard. I got through it. I'm fine. All I really wish in the end is maybe I'd been a little bit less of a bitch about it.
Yeah. I mean, every time I've been way too worried about something, it usually was like, why was I so worried about that? It was way
Yeah,
easier than I thought it was going to be.
yeah.
If you keep that mindset, you'll be all right. I actually kind of pussied out on some shit. I gave my snake to like an aquarium place,
Why
and I was so nervous to go in. I just made my girlfriend give him the snake.
were you nervous?
I was like, I figured because I didn't have like an actual. This is the thing. I wasn't a part of the consumer culture, dude. I didn't have one of those like plastic carry cases with
Ah,
the vents and shit that are like $30. I
you
didn't
were
have
just
one of the.
grabbing it by hand.
No, I had a shoebox,
Shoebox, nice.
like a bright orange Nike shoebox, and I was like, I feel like they were gonna judge me because they were like reptile,
Connoisseurs.
yeah, connoisseurs, and so I was like, oh man, I can't do it. I was like, maybe they're gonna find something fucked up on them or something, or ask me for papers. I don't know, but I was way too worried about it. And then it was like, I sent my girlfriend in, and she was in there for 2 seconds. They're just like, all right, thanks. They didn't
Yeah,
ask a single question. And so, you know, I failed.
true.
I failed, but you know, it's a good reminder that when you're usually too worried about something, you should probably just calm the fuck down and realize that it's just life. It's just shit's gonna happen. It's usually not gonna be as bad as you worry about.
Yeah,
Especially this is the age of anxiety.
yeah. I kept
Uh,
worrying about this hobby cat that I didn't have the bill of sale for and the title. I kept going to this guy's house. I kept going past his gate, past his no trespassing sign. I kept
okay,
knocking on
I
his
still
door.
is that like
I
it's
kept.
like a bike, right? Or what is it? A hobby
It's a
cat?
little sailboat. It's a little sailboat
Oh,
I bought and I was
oh,
fixing up to
oh,
use here, but I never got it.
Munchkin?
No, this is a different one. This is a little
Oh,
tiny,
okay.
like little
Like
16 footer that was
yeah.
just for, messing around on the lake or whatever,
Oh, okay. My
or the
bad.
ocean or whatever, but it's not,
A dinghy?
it's just a little dinghy. Right. Pretty bad condition. Guy said he was going to mail me the title. This is what I'm talking about. You got to walk into things without assumptions. You got to walk into things like a fucking professional with probabilities in mind. And you got to walk into things ready to confront them, or otherwise, you are going to be
Stepped
prey,
on.
right, to these parasites at lower levels. Um, and anyway, I got too excited. It was raining. I didn't get a bill of sale, and I've never been able to contact the guy since. And anyway, I was getting kind of worried about that, not having it legal or anything. And my dad said, just drive it down, and if you get pulled over, you go, well, please go ahead, see if it's stolen, and pound it.
Yeah.
Take it away from me, thank you.
Like,
You know
I got pulled over the
what's
other day. I was
what's gonna
polite.
happen?
I was white. I was polite. I had my
Yeah.
identification card, my registration. But you know, if it's sorry, man, I'm trying to get it insured. I can't contact the guy. This happened, that happened. I'm sorry, man. And you don't appear to be high on heroin,
Hmm.
then things will be fine.
Yeah.
Because you can make excuses and apologize all you want, but if you don't sound like you're high on heroin, they don't care.
Hmm.
They'll let you go.
Yeah.
So that's my motivation is stay sober and stay polite, and you can usually get out of most situations.
Yeah. For the time being, we're dealing with other human
But
beings, and that's you can deal with that.
except when you're at Lowe's, because I think you kind of got to be a scumbag to apply at Lowe's. I guess you got
Mm.
to I want to say some other words, but you got to be impolite and unhelpful to anybody at all to work at Lowe's. And hey, I know you took 15 minutes to move it down with the forklift, but can you take an extra 2 minutes to move it to where I can do my thing? These lawnmowers, they come in crates and they don't want to move. I got to drive the lawnmower off, and they don't want to help you at all. But anyways, so then you just start being rude to people, and you don't start asking them. You start telling them, and sometimes they respond to that more, but not officers. So be
Mm.
assertive, be sober, be polite until you gotta mirror these people. So, anyways, I'm rambling, but
Right, right.
I'm shouting. My neighbors are talking about me. It's rough out here. Stay noited. Stay pro-noited.
Paranoid.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. It's
Uh,
really however you want to look at it.
yeah. I think I'm
Every
just
week I
overstimulated.
not every week, but occasionally. I think I'm understimulated, but I'm trying to be overstimulated.
The end of
Every
a
week,
podcast scares me, so I get overstimulated.
yeah.
I don't know.
Not every week, but sometimes, I go through phases where I go, we're all here, we're all a part of God, we're moving towards a glorious future. Then sometimes I go, this place is run by the demiurge, and
Yeah.
the moon is here to steal, to make me, to give, the lizard people are making me negative energy, and the moon is stealing it, and the archons. I don't know
So
how
you do
any of
know
it
about Gnost.
works.
So you do know about Gnostic
A little bit.
cosmology. Yeah. That's where that's all from. But
Enough to sound like I'm talking. No, I know what I'm talking about.
yeah, same.
But it's however you want to look at it. I do believe that you're a part of it, and how you look at it changes what it actually is.
Yeah, perspective is everything.
Yeah.
So keep that all in mind, Americans and non-Americans. I guess I never thought about anybody outside of America watching this.
Let's look at our. Let's look at our
Our views.
reviews. Yeah. All right, that's pretty good. Last 7 days on Spotify, we've had 34 plays.
Hey, good job, guys.
Good job.
Let's shoot for 40.
Yeah. Audience 0 to 17, 8.2% of our audience. 18 to 22 is 59% of our audience.
That's a weird range.
85% of our audience is 85.2% of our audience is from the United States. 6.2% of our audience is from Germany. Pretty consistently.
Ugh, damn.
Um, After that, we got the Czech Republic, 1.8%.
He killed 16 Chechen rebels.
And we got Russia and Canada, 1% and 0.7%. Anyway, thank you all for listening. Reach out to us, Seminary Podcast on Instagram.
Big
Get the link to the Atlantis 2 Discord and the Glorious Future. That's what
yes.
really this is all about.
Tap in, keep tapping in. Thank you for the views, subscriptions. You're on the right path.
This is just kind of the standard baseline, episode, which are amazing, obviously. But
Yeah, this is a banger.
pretty soon, next month sometime, we're really gonna be stepping things up. I'm gonna have a little more time on my hands, hopefully. We're gonna be doing some call-ins. We're gonna have major levels up coming on the show.
Yeah, reverse call in line.
Verse call in line.
It's coming in.
Get ready, we might call you up.
Yeah, leave your numbers in the comments.
Yeah, leave your numbers in the comments
And
wherever you
remember,
want.
ask not what the glorious future could do for you, but what you can do for the glorious future.
Right, you're part of this.
Swag.
Welcome.
Welcome.